Ashwatthama iti gaja.
O Lord, grant me the power to eliminate all Nagas. They have crossed their boundaries, entered Earth, enslaved innocent humans, and destroyed many heroes of the mortal world. I seek to restore justice and order. The Nagas are a force of pure evil. They must be completely eradicated from the universe.
Virtual Infocom. Blending logic and art since 1998.
You cannot escape! You are mine!
Jesus, help us.
Come, Donna, I have been waiting for you.
In the age when the borders between realms thinned like worn silk, Donna Angelo and several humans vanished into the coils of the Naga clans, seized or slain under the decree of their ruthless king, Sorpeto. Their fates might have ended there, had the winds not carried whispers to Jitantank, the formidable guardian of the ancient Garuda clan. Long had Garudas and Nagas stood opposed, their enmity older than the rise of human memory. Yet Donna's death ignited something far deeper in Jitantank, a fierce, unquenchable resolve. Without pause, he tore through the veils of reality to rescue her, wrenching her from the jaws of oblivion and sheltering her within a space-time cocoon hidden deep inside the Temple of Dark. But rescue was not enough. The knowledge that Nagas were abducting humans, twisting them into serpentine forms to serve their dominion, consumed him with righteous fury. Earth, he believed, was meant for humans, its people bound only to gods and demigods, not serpentine tyrants. Driven by this conviction, Jitantank soared to the celestial abode of Akshaya, the supreme lord of protection.
O Lord, in thy boundless grace, endow me with the strength and courage to vanquish all Nagas, to triumph over all forces that stand against truth, light, and justice.
I am the protector of all worlds, Jitantank. even those you despise. You may discipline the Nagas, but you shall not destroy their planet.
Jitantank's eyes hardened. To him, mercy meant surrender, and surrender was treason. Defying the Supreme Lord, he left the divine court, seeking aid from lesser demigods, those who could be persuaded, tempted, or stirred to battle.
Today we do not march for glory. We rise for justice. For too long the Naga demons have crept through the shadows, spreading fear, corrupting the innocent, and choking this world with darkness. But their time ends now. We are the last line between chaos and hope, the fire that will burn through their lies, the steel that will break their reign. Stand with me, not as soldiers, but as guardians of what is right.
Let's fight for justice and wipe out Nagas.
With their silent assent and his command, the Garuda legions unfurled their wings, preparing to storm the Naga world in a war that would shape the destiny of realms. A single act of defiance had become a spark now poised to ignite the cosmos.
My lord, Garuda has descended upon our world, and I fear their intent is nothing less than our annihilation.
Defend yourself! Strike back!
Garuda's warriors, accompanied by a host of lesser demigods, descended upon Naga's world like a merciless storm. Their advance was swift and brutal. The skies burned with divine weapons, and the Naga's world trembled beneath the weight of an unrelenting assault.
They destroy!
Lord Sorpeto, we are losing. Jitantank and his demigods are unstoppable. It is time to act, my lord. The Naga clan must be saved. I urge you to seek the aid of the Asuras.
Sorpeto watched his people fall. He saw the defeat written not only in broken bodies, but in the fading hope of a civilization pushed to the edge of extinction. Bound by duty yet stripped of options, he made a choice no Naga lord had ever dared to make. Sorpeto asked help from Asura's world and stood before Narakasur, the Asura lord. There, Sorpeto bowed and asked for help, not as a ruler, but as a survivor pleading for the future of his people.
Lord Narakasur, help me. Jitantank and his army have attacked my planet, bringing multiple demigods to fight for him. We Nagas cannot withstand them.
Save me. Save my kingdom.
We Asuras are in agreement with the demigods not to engage directly. Why then should I support you, Sorpeto? What can you offer in return?
I can offer my soul in return. I can place my entire Naga army at your service, bound to you.
So be it. We Asura march with you.
Then, with a resolve as ancient as the wars between gods and Asuras, he agreed. The skies over Asura's world darkened as portals of crimson fire tore open. Asura legions marched forth, unyielding, ruthless, and born for war. Narakasur himself declared that the balance had been broken, and when the gods overstepped, the Asuras would answer. The battlefield transformed into a convergence of legends. Raktabij stood against Shakti, each strike echoing with creation and destruction intertwined. Elsewhere, Vayusuta, son of the wind, clashed with Mahisasur, the Nagas' world shaking beneath their fury, storms colliding with brute force. What began as a massacre became a war of realms. Gods, demigods, Asuras, and Nagas stood locked in destiny's cruel design, each believing themselves righteous, each bound to a path carved long before the first weapon was raised. And as blood soaked the fractured lands of Naga's world, one truth became undeniable. This was no longer a battle for dominance. It was a reckoning that would decide the fate of all worlds. From the African continent rose Reyna, relentless, striking down Asuras in brutal assaults.
O sovereign, the hosts of Garuda and the demigods lay waste to our armies with relentless fury. They appear nigh unstoppable. I beseech your majesty, will you not take the field and confront them? Only through your might may we yet preserve the Nagas and the lives of our valiant warriors.
This is not the moment for me to act directly in this battle. It concerns only the demigods, the Garuda, and the Nagas. We Asuras shall only fight to protect few Nagas, so that they are not totally eliminated, but when the time is right, I will act and take control.
My lord, Dragor may falter, but I, Mrityu, shall not. Grant me leave to strike the Garuda and the demigods alike. Let them witness the power of the Asuras. Let them behold the full force of my sorcery. permit me to journey to the realm of the Nagas and alter the very course of this battle.
Do not engage the demigods. Your assault must be directed solely against the Garudas.
Your life may...
Among the allies of Garuda's clans, Dwapar stood apart, a ferocious general of the half-human, half-jaguar lineage, feared for his raw strength and ruthless precision in battle. Jitantank personally destroyed numerous Asuras and Nagas. From Northeast Asia came Akahime, a solitary warrior whose glowing katana carved through legions. Alone, she annihilated countless Nagas and Asuras with unwavering resolve. Hele, a steadfast Naga general, clashed fiercely with Ern, the Garuda warrior. In the midst of their duel, a surge of magic tore open time itself, and Ern fell, vanishing into a temporal portal.
My lord, I wish to help out my friend Sorpeto. The Nagas are fighting alone, and it is my moral duty to stand by the battlefield and support.
Sorpeto took a dangerous step. He attacked Earth and sought to seize all its gold to build weapons of destruction against Garudas. And Sorpeto and his Nagas began enslaving humans, forcing women to create a new breed of Nagas, while the men were reduced to servitude.
Understood, but aggression is something any king might display. Sorpeto is a dedicated ruler, and he seeks to expand the Naga kingdom across the universe.
Agreed, but while Sorpeto was waging his aggression on Earth, he never anticipated that the Nagas would encounter Donna Angelo, the daughter of a Garuda warrior and a human. Most crucially, when Sorpeto and Mujer wiped out Donna, they crossed a forbidden boundary and shattered the balance, provoking Jitantank to launch a full-force attack on the Naga planet.
But Narakasur, my lord, I cannot stand by and watch him lose. Grant me permission to go and fight against the demigods.
You may go, but fate has its own role to play. I support Sorpeto so that the Asuras may break free and rule the universe.
As the battle escalated, Ninjuto, the formidable Asura general and closest ally of Sorpeto, entered the fray to turn the tide. With a strike deemed unstoppable, Ninjuto confronted and struck Akahime, altering the course of the war. Jitantank and his army brutally crushed the Nagas, Sorpeto could no longer bear their annihilation and entered the battlefield himself to face his eternal foe. Their clash was brief and merciless. Wielding overwhelming superhuman power, Jitantank ended Sorpeto's life in a swift encounter, thus fulfilling his grim purpose. Unable to witness Sorpeto's fall, Ninjuto and Hele broke into grief. It was then that Narakasur emerged, claiming Sorpeto's soul and bestowing half of it upon Ninjuto. Bound by loss and vengeance, Ninjuto and Hele resolved to destroy both Jitantank and the Garuda clans. Hele sacrificed her own soul, and through forbidden magic, Ninjuto gathered the souls of countless Nagas, forging a female soul form sealed within a crystal. Hidden across multiple times and dimensions within the mysterious Temple of Dark, this energy awaits its destined hour, when it shall awaken as an immortal, indestructible warrior and strike upon the Garuda clans. When Jitantank defied Akshaya and unleashed his might to annihilate the Naga clans, Akshaya resolved to act, not through wrath, but through destiny itself. Determined to teach Jitantank that no force stands above fate, Akshaya began crafting a body of unparalleled power, one that would surpass even Jitantank. He entrusted its guardianship to Mitra, a valiant warrior of his Loka, for the form was still lifeless. Before breathing existence into it, Akshaya departed to consult the all-pervading Om. In his absence, Narakasur seized the moment and infiltrated Akshaya's Loka, intent on altering the course of creation. A cataclysmic battle erupted between Mitra and Narakasur. But Mitra fell. Victorious, Narakasur embedded half of Sorpeto's soul into the unfinished vessel, christening the awakened entity Olga Umph, a weapon of absolute destruction. Akshaya had never imagined such a rupture in destiny. With Olga Umph unleashed, the balance of existence shattered, and the fate of humanity and the universe itself now trembles on the edge of ruin. Akshaya voiced his grave concern over Jitantank's ruthless defiance and declared his intent to teach him a lesson befitting such transgression. Yet, burdened by foresight, he questioned whether granting life to the newly forged body would uphold destiny or further imperil the balance of existence. Om smiled and spoke with serene authority. The balance, he said, was already imperiled. The ancient conflict between the Nagas and the Garudas had stirred the awakening of Ashwathama, the immortal.
Ashwatthama iti gaja.
नहीं।
Aham Brahmashira Astram Praharanaya Ahvayami.
Cursed to endure until the arrival of Kalki, the final avatar in the age of Kali. Ashwatthama now wanders the realms in search of the divine gem once set upon his forehead. In the Dwapar Yuga, he had surrendered it to Krishna, who in turn bestowed it upon Chandra, lord of the lunar dimension. Chandra later entrusted the gem to Chandrima, the moon's sovereign. Fearing Ashwatthama's return, Chandrima shattered the gem into 7 fragments and scattered them across 7 timelines and worlds. Should Ashwatthama reclaim them, no matter the era or realm, he will rise once more in absolute power, restoring equilibrium as destiny demands. Thus, Om cautioned Akshaya, he must not intervene directly, but remain composed and observe the unfolding design. The gravest error had already been made in forging a body to enforce a lesson. Now, by the law of temporal balance, all beings must reveal how they are bound upon a single thread of fate, destined, in time, to return to harmony once again.
Virtual Infocom. Blending logic and art since 1998.
In war, victory crowns heroes, while defeat is quietly erased. Yet it is always common life, human, Garuda, Asura, or Naga, that stands perpetually imperiled.